Hello, wonderful people. I feel like I haven't been live in forever, even though it was only 2 days or so. So it hasn't been that long. But yeah, it was nice to have a little break during Easter, just doing stuff at home with the husband and my dog. Those potatoes are huge, by the way. In Germany, our potatoes are usually not that big. We don't really have those russet potatoes. Like our potatoes in Germany are the golden potatoes, are our classical or standard potatoes, and these bad boys are very rare, and at least where I come from, so you don't see those often. Yeah, they have a good consistency, I have to say. For some things, like potato salad, it's easier for them to keep their shape. So I think I'm just gonna use 4 potatoes. That's good, yeah, 4. 4 is good. Although with that size, it's more like 6 potatoes. So we're starting very much from scratch today, because I didn't have time to prepare anything. Ooh, they're kind of green, aren't they? Not very good potatoes. No wonder they were on sale, but we'll make it work. So in Germany, we like to eat potatoes, obviously. I think everyone is probably aware of that. We call ourselves potatoes sometimes, just because potatoes are probably our main food source. Or not food source, but it's our, I don't know, the most common food in Germany, I would say. Although we also eat a lot of pasta and rice, not so much, I would say. Like, yeah, pasta, potatoes, and bread for sure. So those 3 carbs are our main carbs. But potato is probably the most versatile, in my opinion. And we have a lot of recipes that evolve around potatoes as Germans. So I probably peeled potatoes in the womb already. So I'm a potato myself as German, and I grew up peeling potatoes. Thanks, Com. Did I read that right? Yes. My phone is acting weird today. Thanks for the hearts. Hi Samuel. Hi ZG. Hi Yaman. Welcome, welcome. We're cooking some German food today, since I'm German myself and I live in America, but I like to cook some German food here in America, just to, get nostalgic and don't forget about it. And I'm not a huge fan of American food, I have to admit. There's many good things about America, but hi MRL, hi to Jordan. I just went to a restaurant, Yemen, yesterday. There were a lot of people from Jordan. It was a Mediterranean restaurant where they sell gyros and pizza and all kind of stuff. And falafel and all that. It was pretty good. There's a lot of those restaurants around here, and many people are from Jordan, actually. Just peeling my potatoes right now. Americans have really big potatoes. They like their big potatoes. Everything here in America needs to be really big. Trucks, potatoes, cars, chips, anything food related usually comes in a big size or tiny. It's usually like either super big bags or super tiny bags. Well, it doesn't even make sense, like everything is wrapped in plastic. In German? Okay, ich spreche ab jetzt Deutsch. Vielleicht versteht es jemand, vielleicht ist jemand von Deutschland hier im Stream, obwohl in Deutschland ist es jetzt, glaube ich, fast Mitternacht. Also eher unwahrscheinlich, dass jemand von Deutschland Stream ist. Falls doch, sagt mir Bescheid. Hi, Shuriken. Where are you from, ZG? Are you American? How are you doing, Shuriken? How is your Easter Monday going? I'm making an Easter recipe, a German Easter recipe. And it has potatoes and eggs. Yes, nice, okay. Where are you from? What state? I'm in Tennessee, close to Nashville. So howdy y'all, I guess. That sounded probably very unauthentic because I am not American, but so. From Slovenia. Oh, cool, very cool. I've been to Slovenia once. It's been a while though. I was on my way to Croatia. So we just drove, we did like a road trip to Croatia, and then we went to Bosnia-Herzegovina and Slovenia and what else? Italy, right? No. Man, my geography is not on fleek right now. What countries do you cross? There's Bosnia-Herzegovina, Croatia. Couldn't tell you right now. Thank you, Amina. Hello, hello. Welcome. Hi, MRL. No way. Yes, I've been once. It was beautiful. Very green, very hilly. I would definitely love to go back and stay there for a little bit longer. Maybe one day, just for vacation. I know. Just this morning it was in the news. Very sad. I'm doing well, thanks. I was a bit startled to hear that the Pope has died, but otherwise, yeah. Me too. I texted my husband. He was at work, so he wasn't able to check his phone or the news. So I texted him, and he was like, "Oh man, he didn't think that he would pass away so quick, even though he was sick." But we thought since he since he recovered, we thought he would be doing better. And just wash them off real quick. Are you from Italy, Giorgio Spiteri? I love Italian. If I could pick a language to learn, apart from the languages that I already speak, it would be Italian and Japanese. It's beautiful. The Pope, DJ, did you not hear? That was everywhere in the news. We are all aliens. Yeah, I'm definitely an alien as a German here in America, that's for sure. Where are you from, DJ? Italian does have a real ring to it, for sure. Thank you, Jojo. But Shuriken, did you read into? Oh, hi Marco. Sorry, I didn't see that you were here. When do I get a cheap unlock prepaid burner phone? Sounds like you're in Breaking Bad or something, Marco. What are you up to? I gotta have an eye on my fellow Germans here, doing some business. Marco, don't do it, whatever it is. It's not worth it. You're from Ireland? Very cool, nice. You're the first person I think from Ireland here. At least no one ever said that they're from Ireland, so officially you're the first person. So I'm making salt potatoes now. And salt potatoes are basically just peeled potatoes cut into little wedges. And then you just cook them with salt and water, obviously, but I highly doubt I need to explain that. Although I had friends during university that didn't know how to cook pasta. Can you believe that, Giorgio? I'm from Germany, but I live in America. Yeah, I had friends that didn't know how to cook pasta, so they just cooked pasta in a pot or in a pan, like dry pasta, and then they just added like a splash of water to it, as if they're trying to steam it. And I was like, oh man, a lot of work. I have to do. Teaching them how to cook, at least the basics. First, the small pieces, no ML. I'm making German potatoes. I know how to make German potatoes, trust me. I lived a few years, and my dad is a chef. And trust me, I make potatoes many times in my life. But I agree, if you want to make it cook faster, smaller cubes is a good idea. But this is the shape that I like, so it's gonna be wedges. Thanks, Rika, I appreciate it. I make a lot of that shrimp tariff news. I will tell you about the cooking Indian recipe. I would love to learn some more Indian cuisine, MRL. That would be cool. Do you have a channel yourself? Georgie, what's your favorite dish to cook? Do you cook yourself? Or if not, what's your favorite Italian dish to eat? I was excited to hear about that. Calabria? Oh, nice. Never been to Calabria. Is that close to Napoli? Sorry if I'm wrong. I've only been to Grosseto, Pisa, what's the other one called? I forget. They have those horse races on the marketplace. I can't think of it. Castelneto di Carducci or something? There was another town, I forgot the real name. And Volterra, where they where they recorded the second Twilight movie, I think, but that wasn't the reason why I went. It was just coincidence. I'm gonna fill up some water. Thank you, Kamal. How are you doing? How's everything in Nepal? Yes, beautiful city. Yeah, I definitely want to visit the south of Italy one day, Giorgio. Italy is my favorite country to travel to. I could definitely imagine myself living in Italy one day for retirement. That would be so beautiful. I only have very good memories from Italy. Now I only gotta learn the language. What time is it? It is almost 5. MRL. How about yourself? And where are you from, or what part of India? I'm doing good, Kamal. How about yourself? I'm just gonna put those potatoes on real quick. I'm gonna add some salt. They need a lot of salt, as the name says, salt potatoes. So you don't want them to be bland. Us Germans eat a lot of salt. We all get born with high blood pressure, so you know, the damage is already done. Nothing to lose at that point. It's so cold. Or in Ireland, I bet. I've never been to Ireland, I've only been to England. And the weather was very rainy when we went. But I guess it's pretty windy in Ireland, isn't it? Can't stay long. Oh, hi Dagmar. How are you doing? Hearts back to you. Haven't seen you in a while. Sorry, I tried to check out your lives, but the last live stream I saw from you was the rave in Brussels. Brussels? You know what I mean? I said Brussels, so Brussels sounds weird, sounds like Brussels sprouts, but I love Brussels sprouts. You guys like Brussels sprouts? It's a very controversial vegetable, isn't it? I think you either hate it or you don't, or you love it, but there's rarely ever anything in between. I am cooking salt potatoes and eggs and mustard sauce, Kamal. It's kind of like a gravy, but a mustard gravy. It's a very common dish in Germany. It's a very old school traditional dish. They ate that like my grandma's generation. That's like a very old dish. Waffle Dagmar is back, yes. Almost midnight. Oh yeah, it's late in Europe. Not trying to keep you up, Dagmar, but thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Hello to friends. Bonsoir. I think it's night, yeah. If it's night in Belgium, it's night in France too. Huari. Do I say that right? Huari. It's like the UN here today. I'm the ambassador from the Shuriken Zone. Thank you. Yeah, you are the diplomat. Love Brussels sprouts. Me too. Poor Brussels sprouts. I feel like people don't give them a chance. Thanks, Kamal. You from Germany? Oh, cute. Yeah, I'm Germany. From Germany. I'm German. So, yeah. I'm a German potato, but I live in the USA now. In Tennessee, close to Nashville. But I'm still trying to cook some German recipes every once in a while. Island girls are not so cute. They just bored me. That's cute though. Germany, I love that. I'm gonna call Germany myself now. They just bored you, that's funny. My husband said the same thing about Americans. American girls. But obviously, every country has cool people and not cool people and bad people and good people, so we will never generalize here on this channel. I made amazing friends here in America, females and males and everything in between. So every country has good and bad. The car race is called off. Good job today, Ami. Oh yeah, of course. I'm used to hearing the army language. Brussels sprouts have to grow up on you. I really didn't like them as a kid, but love them now. Yeah, I think that's one of those foods that you don't love as a kid, and then later on you give them another chance, or you just had them at a fancy restaurant or somewhere, and then you're like, oh, they're actually not that bad. I had that thing with olives. Like for some reason I never liked olives, and it was in 2019 when I started liking olives. That's a memorable date for me. It was after a concert. Me and my sister went to a concert in Berlin, and we stayed up until 2 a.m. just to meet the artist after the concert. So we kind of like waiting outside, just like being like ultra fans, and we actually met them. And we stayed up pretty late to talk to them. The artist was King Cruel, if anyone cares. And it was so late, we went back to the hostel, and I didn't even have a hostel bed. I didn't even rent a hostel bed. I was not planning on staying there so late. But my sister had one, and it was like a 12-bedroom, and she was the only person in that room. So I just sneaked into that room with her and slept in the bed, and then I snuck out again in the morning and left like 10 euros on the bed. And yeah, we went to the train to go back home, and we were so hungry. So my sister only had olives in her backpack, and I ate olives, and because I was so hungry, it was just so satisfying. I was like, oh man, olives are amazing. I wonder why I never liked them. So from that moment on, from being an olive hater, I was an olive lover. So now I eat olives almost every single day. Do you know King Cruel, DJ? Since you're from Ireland, he's like a British artist. He's like it's like grunge. It's not grunge. It's like, I don't know how to describe that genre. Roasting is the best way for Brussels sprouts. Oh yeah, roasting definitely gives them some extra aroma. I had them in all kinds and shapes because in Germany cabbage and potatoes are running through our veins. Like we eat them all the time. And yeah, I like them roasted though. I agree. In America I had them roasted a couple times. Boys born to buy her gifts. Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Indian potato. I had some Indian potatoes. I love Indian food. I go here to the Indian restaurant all the time. It's my favorite. So whenever I'm the one that can choose the restaurant, and I'm my husband, will always end up eating Indian, usually. Hi Nick, welcome. You even have money. Yeah, I just felt bad, you know, sleeping in the bed, and I don't know, I just wanted, it probably didn't make it to the people that owned the hostel. Probably someone that slept in a bed would find that money, but oh well. DJ, you said yes. Do you mean King Cruel? That you know King Cruel? I'd be surprised. I mean, not surprised, but he's just more like a not niche anymore. He used to be niche when I first listened to him. I think he's more popular now. Like, he even came to the US a few times. I never made it to his concerts, but he's kind of like, I would say the same genre as Mac DeMarco, kind of that vibe, even though not really. But if you know him, you know what I mean. Hi, Fundy. Money, I hope you all had a good Easter, by the way. What did you all do? Did you all make some good food? Did you go out to eat? Do you have any cool Easter traditions? One thing that really sucks about America on Easter Monday, is a federal holiday in Germany, so we all have Easter Monday off. It's a very important holiday, just as important as Christmas, I would say. So I'm very surprised that America, as a very, very, very Christian country, does not have Easter Monday off. So what's going on there? Gotta call Mr. Trump later. That can't be it. God bless America. So where's my Easter vacation or my Easter holiday? Yes, potatoes, good. Yeah, I was not a big fan of those russet potatoes first when I first got here. I'm more used to my golden potatoes from Germany, but I make it work. And I kind of enjoy the consistency of them. The more I have them, I kind of start to appreciate them. Good night, Dagmar. Catch you later. Sleep well. Gute Nacht. I forgot what it's called in Dutch. It's not good night. It's Swedish. Probably similar. Gute Nacht, Dagmar. Good night. See you next time. You had a holiday today in Belgium. See, yeah, the European countries do it right. They got the holiday for Easter, or the day off. But yeah, enjoy your day tomorrow. I work tomorrow, everyone in Europe. I hope you had a refreshing Easter weekend with a couple days off. I mean, I haven't been in school in a while. It's been like 2 or 3 years that I went to school in Germany, or maybe a couple more, who knows. And I don't even remember how long our Easter vacation was. Do you remember that, Marco, or anyone from Germany here? I think, was it 2 weeks of vacation during Easter, or only 1? We definitely have spring vacation, so I think it will so I guess I just stopped talking. My brain just jumps from one to the other. You gotta get used to that if you wanna be in the community. My brain is just very jumping from one place to the other. Boring people? Are you referring to the Irish people? Skin is also tasty. Potato skin? Yeah, I agree. I like potato skin. Just for this recipe, salt potatoes. When I make German recipes, I'm very traditional, and usually I don't care. I don't usually do things according to recipe, but when I make German stuff, I like to just make my grandma happy, up there. I'm sure she's watching me how I boil my potatoes, so I don't want to upset her. So I have to peel them. Are you serious, DJ? Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht, that's cute. Well, if you're serious, I'm extremely sorry, and that's, wow. Did not expect that. That is, I don't even know what to say to that. I'm sorry, DJ. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what to say to that. That was terrible. Just trying to be happy. That's a good approach. I hope you feel happy soon again, but of course it's gonna be tough for quite a while, I bet. But yeah, DJ, if you need someone to talk, people in this community are all extremely friendly and good listeners, so welcome to the community. Well, welcome to the fam. Definitely feels like a little family here. Everyone's just super friendly and wise and kind-hearted and open-minded. We don't have many here, but it's quality over quantity here. You like Germany? Come on. I like Germany too, for the most part. There's some things I don't like that much, but I guess that's with every country. But I can't complain. Germany definitely has a lot of good sides and many benefits. You guys get some free shopping ASMR. White onion? Yes. I like red onion. Red onion is healthier than white onion. It has more antioxidants and other healthy compounds. So you should definitely use red onion over white onion if you don't necessarily need a white onion. But like I said, if I'm cooking German, I'm sticking to the traditional way as much as I can, and we always use white onion. So if it's German, I'll use my white onions. Of course, DJ. Yeah, like I said, I'm really, really sorry. I don't even know what to say. I know nothing, like no words really help. So I hope you'll get some distraction or someone to talk to and some help and to make it through the tough times. Definitely make sure to get out there, you know, and to not be by yourself too often. Just to not be caught up in your thoughts all day. Okay, I think I'm gonna make the sauce now, and then once the potatoes are cooked, I'll just throw in the eggs, because as a wannabe trying to be minimalist, I only have one pot and one pan, so it's always hard to cook stuff at the same time for me. And yes, Fundy, he is. In Kamal, I do like red onion. I use it for other recipes, especially if I eat them raw or if it's just an American or Mexican recipe or any other cuisine. So I do use red onions too. A little bit stronger. Yes, it is very strong compared to the white. Red onion is the best one to eat raw, as I understand. Yes, I agree, sure I can. I do the same. Bye, DJ. Good night. And I hope you'll feel better one day. Time heals wounds. Which onions make your eyes tear up more, red or white? So, it really depends. Sometimes those white onions are really strong, surprisingly strong, but more often for me it's red onions. So I have this one video up. It's called Food Challenge or something, or Fridge Clean Out or something like that. It's been like almost a year when I uploaded it, I think. And I cut a red onion in this video, and my tears just come out, like my eyes just started crying. I couldn't, like it just came out. It was the strongest onion I've ever cut. So yeah, it's most often red onion for me that I have to cry. Okay, so I'm gonna make the sauce now. If you boil potatoes that way, they usually take about 30 minutes. Can I pet him? You mean the hubby or the Oscar? The funny. You can pet my hubby. I feel like it depends on the onion, but if you have a sharp knife and you chill your onions, it's never a problem. That is a good point, the sharp knife. I didn't know about the chill, but the sharp knife is true because the sharp, obviously, it makes sense, cuts right through, but if you have a not sharp knife, you'll press the onion, so it basically releases more of the essential oils in the onion, or those oils that make you tear up. So you should also never press an onion, but really just like cut right through it with not much pressure. Okay, so what we do now, we're gonna warm up some butter and onions. Butter. Both. Okay. Which item is best for food, Rika? Fry or boil? Which items? Do you mean if I rather boil or fry? I like to boil, at least potatoes. It's just a little bit healthier. I'm eating onion rings, but no onion smell at all. I think only artificial flavor and nothing real in them. Oh, you mean those chips kind of onion rings? Yeah, they're trash. They're way too salty. They don't taste like onion at all. We have onion rings in Germany, like a snack, but they're very flavorful. I like them much better than the ones here. Yeah, these Funyuns or whatever they're called, you can throw them right in the trash. Worthless snack. Not worth the calories. Get yourself a wooden spoon because it doesn't release microplastics and other chemicals. My pan is way too hot, by the way. I gotta turn it down a notch. Those stainless steel pans, they get hot real fast. Like you can literally start a fire in those if you heat them up too much. So you gotta be careful. I think some of you still remember that fire story that I told you in China, where my roommate or friend burned down our kitchen and her own hair and eyebrows. Eyebrows, that's a good word. When onions are cooked a lot, they lose all their caustic qualities. Chip stuff. Yeah, it's bad. That's not good. I'll use butter. Yes, butter is good. It's tasty. I'm trying to cook a little bit less with oil, but German recipes or German food requires a little bit of everything that's unhealthy. Not everything, it's still made from scratch, so nothing bad goes in them. But we're known for using quite a bit of butter. Thank you, Kamal. Wooden spoons are the best. Yes, sir. Check out Shuriken spoons, by the way. Talking about wooden spoons. He makes them himself, which is really crazy. They look really beautiful. They have some, like, how do you call that? Not engravings, but the handle with the pattern. Try the Irish butter from Aldi, so much better. Yeah, I do get the Irish butter. It's just the European version. It has, like, I don't know what the American one has, but the American one is just white colored and really like brittle, and that is creamy. But the European butter or the Irish butter is just so much better. So too bad that DJ is already gone since we're praising the butter from his country. So, in case you didn't know yet, you probably do, but some of you do. I know for a fact that some of you are really good cooks, but for those, or chefs, we say cook in German, for those that don't cook, stop buying those already pre-made sauces and all that. It's super simple. If you want to make a bechamel sauce or a white gravy, as you call it in America, just add butter and flour into a pan. Don't let it get too dark, otherwise you'll have a brown gravy, but we want a white gravy. So make sure to keep that flour moving in the pan so it doesn't burn. Then you can use either just milk, cream, or broth if you want to. Depends what you're doing, but I'm just going to use soy milk instead of normal milk because I don't like cow milk. I'm trying to avoid dairy when I can, so I'm going to use a little bit of soy milk. It's unsweetened, obviously, and always buy organic soy milk. Soy is very full with pesticides, if not. But honestly, for this recipe, it's flavor-wise definitely the best to use regular milk or half and half or cream. It's probably not too interesting to watch, but almond milk here, good too. Yeah, I like almond milk too. The only milk, I recently just found that out. I used to be one of those oat milk people, but oat milk is really, compared to other plant milks, not the move because it's basically just sugar, like starches, and it makes your insulin levels spike up. So yeah, oat milk is it's not the best choice when it comes to milks. If you want to keep your blood sugars kind of balanced. Decoration is called coil rosé. It's like a tattoo for wood. It's cool. Gotta try to remember that. Learn a new word. Stick a wick in American butter stick and you have a candle. You now go for ghee. Yeah, I know, Kamal. I had ghee here a couple times. I need to get myself some more. Aldi sells that. Ghee is really good. You're at the door? Hold on. We got a friend visiting. He stream sniped me. Kidding. I think so. Oh yeah, he's sleeping. Should I show you Oscar, guys? Oscar and our friend. Oscar. Are you sleeping? No, you're so sleepy, huh? Come on. My parents in Germany did not know about almond milk. Oh, really? We have almond milk in Germany. Opening a door can be risky.
You're a good boy.
Not if you know who it is. But it is true. It is very true indeed. He's sleeping, yes. Mr. O. I love that. Oscar, you got a new name. So now you're Oscar, Moscow, Ogurt, Yogurt, Ogre, Mr. Osk, Mosk, Eggnog, Knock Knock. The list goes on and on. The poor dog has an identity crisis one day. What happened to his paw? Are you leaving? Why? Sultan!
I think he's sleeping. Is he not sleeping?
I don't know. Maybe. Oh. Sorry. Depression? Well, if you're depressed, then you shouldn't be by yourself. You should stay here then. You can do your... Are you doing stuff for university or what? You can do it here. You don't have to be by yourself. It's nicer to hang out with people if you're depressed, I guess. By the way, I just added the mustard to it. And to his paw, I don't know. He was limping suddenly. Bye, friend. Come on over if you're sad, okay? Don't be alone. Yeah, so he stepped into something, I think. It was just super random and it happened super quick. Or he was walking normal and then we walked along a little path or patch of grass and suddenly he lifted his leg and he started limping. By the way, I don't know if you use capers. I just added some caper juice to my sauce. I love doing that. It gives it an extra kick. I gotta start using that whisk, not whisk. Okay, I think the sauce is pretty much done. I just need salt and pepper. Get the pepper. Some people like to use dill, but I only do that if I make that sauce for fish. That sauce with some dill, really good. You love capers? Nice, caper gang right here. Supper time here now. Lamb chops from the air fryer. Ooh, green beans. Enjoy, Marco. Enjoy the lamb chops. Osterlamm am Ostermontag. Guten Appetit. Bon Appetit. Today was a fridge raider kind of day for me. I have so much stuff in the fridge that I had to get rid of. I just, at lunchtime I just cleaned out my fridge. Instead of taking a break, I was just cleaning out the fridge and trying to see what I can still use and what needs to go. I'm terrible with that kind of stuff. I always buy too much food and then some of it goes bad. I hate that, so I'm trying to be better. It's terrible to be wasteful with food. But how did your food turn out, Shuriken? How was your Easter food? Have you seen the old invasion of the body snatchers? I have not seen that. That sounds like something right up my husband's alley. Something that he either has seen or he would like to see. The last movie I watched was the King of Kings, like the animation movie, and I think Mickey 17 was the movie I watched before that in the movie theater, and I really liked it. If you're into spacey stuff, into which you are, I know, Shuriken, but for everyone else, if you like very weird things, like weird movies, kind of, they have like the vibe of, what is this train movie called? I know Shuriken, you will definitely know it as a movie expert. That weird train movie with, is it Uma Thurman? I think. Where they live on that train that just goes through the ice. I always forget the name. It's kind of that vibe. I think it was made by the same director, maybe even. I'm trying to think. I hate when I can't think of a name. It's gonna drive me crazy. The food was all a big hit, and you guys need to see Body Snatchers. Snowpiercer, yes, thank you. In the beginning, there's the funny part with the health inspector and capers. Yay, okay, very cool. I'm already hooked now, just hearing about the capers. I want to see it. Also, I think I forgot something. Salt. I knew it. It's like, I definitely forgot something very crucial. Salt. And yeah, it was Snowpiercer. And thanks for the recommendation, Shuriken. I feel like you always give great movie recommendations. And again, I need to have a list on hand. I need to have like a little notepad next to my phone whenever I have a live stream, because there's always something I'm trying to note down or remember whenever I talk to you all. I think the potatoes are as boiled as possible. Probably, no, not too much, but they're good to go. So I'm gonna drain them real quick. Did you like the movie Snowpiercer, Shuriken? It's definitely its own thing, I would say. I put it onto, I don't know what genre I would put it on. Snowpiercer and Mickey 17. It's kind of like, it's not comedy, it's not sci-fi comedy, it's just like absurd. Have you seen Alice in Borderland, by the way? That's an amazing show. And Alice in Borderland is the same category for me. Just the absurdity of it. As Snowpiercer and Mickey 17. Oscar wants to be on the bed. I'm gonna put him on the bed real quick. Oscar! I'm back. Sorry, I just had to put Oscar into the bed. He wanted to take a little nap. So now in the Bredouille, as we say in Germany, if you have a problem and you don't know how to fix it. So I have to put the potatoes all onto the plate because I need this pot for my eggs. Sharp potatoes. Nothing better. Rusty, are you hungry again? No? Or are you just hanging out with me? Well, thanks for hanging out. Okay, so now I'm boiling the eggs real quick, so that will be another 8 minutes or so. What is the perfect boiled egg for you? How long do you cook yours? That steam is opening up my pores. Good for the skin, I guess. I haven't seen it, but I've been meaning. Yeah, it's, I think it's not on my list of my favorite movies at all, but I kind of do like very absurd movies, so I would say that you wouldn't regret watching it. So if it's on Netflix or something, anywhere for free, give it a go. I had to step away for a second. What did I miss? Oh, nothing. Just drained my potatoes, and now I'm boiling the eggs. And eggs are really expensive here at the moment. I mean, they've been expensive for a while now, but I feel like they're getting more and more expensive. And I'm totally fine with that because I usually don't use eggs much, and if I do, I usually buy them from like a local farm or something. So it really doesn't bother me, but I needed some eggs last time I went grocery shopping for this recipe, so I was shocked to see how expensive they are at the moment. So are you guys still eating eggs or looking great? Yes, I love when they get like this white little, when they get a little bit white at the corners. I think that's from the salt. Or maybe not, maybe it's just the russet potatoes, how they look like. They definitely act differently from the German potatoes. But thank you. I hope they are good. I mean, they are good, but I hope the sauce is gonna be good, and the eggs. When the sauce is done, I usually add a little bit more mustard to it, but I don't want to make it too mustardy since my husband's gonna eat with me. That's good. I'm gonna add something, just a little bit more kick, more caper juice. What have you all been eating today? Potato salad. I'm trying to pay attention. Have you made Japanese potato salad by chance? I think I have made Japanese potato salad before, but it's definitely been a while. I will certainly make it again though, since I was thinking, because I really love making food videos, like that one food challenge video or the camping video that I made, or the meal prep video. So I'm thinking about making a video where I cook one cuisine, like German food for 1 week, Japanese food for 1 week, Korean, Chinese, and Mediterranean, and just try it all out for 1 week. I mean, I've cooked all these cuisines before, but I just want to make like a what I eat in a week kind of video with easy recipes to follow along. So I'll definitely add some Japanese potato salad to that for sure, because I usually make the German style, but I think the Japanese one is with mayonnaise, right? The QP mayonnaise. I'm not wrong. Yeah, I do think I made that in the past. I'm gonna add a little bit. Have you made it before? I love this kind of stuff. It is almost considered cheating because it's just so potent, and it just makes everything taste more. It just adds like umami flavor to the food. which I like. So I feel like this sauce needs a little bit more punch, because the soy sauce does have a little bit of a sweet flavor. So I'm trying to balance it out with a little bit more umami. Doesn't hurt. It's already good, but it just has this sweet hint to it from the soy sauce, soy milk and soy sauce. And I think the original East German recipe that was made for times where people really struggled and didn't have much was made with water and bouillon or stock, veggie stock, chicken stock. So it was not always made with milk, so you can just make that with water too. These were the most, how to say, ethical, correct eggs I could find. I'm not a fan of anything animal product coming out of mass production, so I really try not to do that often. But my husband is not vegetarian or vegan, so I'm trying to, you know, find a good compromise and incorporate some recipes that have animal products. But I would say like 5 times of the week we eat vegetarian or vegan recipes, and then once or twice we'll have something that has eggs or sometimes meat, which is very rare. But like I said, I want to find a good compromise. And apparently you can see what farm your eggs come from with these, and you can scan something, and then there's like a live camera where you can watch the chickens. So I don't know how true or real that is, but it's kind of cool compared to many other eggs, at least. This is a huge one, and those are only large. There was extra large, so I don't even want to know how the extra large look like. These are kind of extra large. So I'm boiling like 5 eggs, so 2 for me and 3 for my husband. I know, super stereotypical. The husband needs more, but I mean, he works a little bit more labor intensely. He needs to use his body a little bit more than I do for my job. So it makes sense that he needs a little bit more calories than I do, and he's also much taller than I am. Hi ZG, welcome back. My eggs are boiling. How long do you boil your eggs, Rika? I remember that Marco had a conversation with us, but I don't remember what y'all were saying, like how long you boil your eggs. Mine, I start from 0, like the with the boiling water process, like from 0 to boiling. I have them in for like 12 minutes. So I like my yolks a little runny. Yolks, that's a funny word. And you know what Germans do when they have leftover potatoes? Because we usually make a massive amount of potatoes because I don't know, we just love potatoes, so we always cook too much. And in the end we're like, oh, that was a little bit too much of potatoes. So I was hoping that my neighbor and friend would stick around for dinner, but he left. So I'll have some leftovers. But we like to put them in the fridge, leftover potatoes, like salt potatoes. And I read, by the way, that if you put potatoes in the fridge and you eat them the next day, their starch will turn into something else, like the what's it called? It's like a non-resistant or resistant starch or something. I forgot. Take it with a grain of salt. But it's better for your glycemic index or for your blood sugars if you eat them a day later, which is pretty cool. So as Germans, this plate is really hot, by the way. So I'm gonna put this down. I just noticed it, like the first few seconds were okay, but then I was like, whew, my fingers getting a little toasty. So we make Bratkartoffeln, which means just fried potatoes. But we usually put in speck, which is cured ham, like not cured. What's it called? When you hang something, like you hang up meat in a tent or in a like a smokehouse, smoked ham, usually Black Forest ham, in the area where I come from. And we're very known for our Black Forest ham. So we make that with ham and onions and garlic, and then we fry the potatoes, and they get like super crispy on the outside, and it has this very yummy flavor from the onions and ham. If you want to, you can also make them vegetarian. So that's like a staple for us, Bratkartoffeln. But I have to say that I prefer normal salt potatoes over Bratkartoffeln. I was never a Bratkartoffel person, but I know a lot of people love Bratkartoffeln in Germany. So that's one of our most traditional dishes. What's your most common dish, ZG? Like the most famous dish in the country, or one of the most famous dishes, or your favorite maybe. We have masses of leftover boiled cold eggs right now. I usually do mine for 9 minutes. Let's start with boiling water. Okay. Yeah, I don't like it when mine get too dry either. It needs to be a little like waxy, right? Just not dry and brittle. I don't like that. Although if I do, or if we did the Easter eggs, like what you did, like coloring them, and we would keep them for a couple of days, we would usually boil them really long so they would be cooked, just in case. But if I just make them for like the same day, I'll definitely let them be a little bit waxy in the middle. That's my preferred consistency. I remember my grandma always liked it super runny, like where the egg white is also still very like wobbly, and that always made me like, blah. I don't know, I don't like that when it's like super wobbly. Like the white part needs to be firm, which is weird that people are so weird with the white, but the yellow one can be runny. I don't know why that is. I guess the consistency is just not very appetizing. Or the look of egg whites. So good. Honestly, I really start to like roasted potatoes. I used to kind of condemn them. Is that the right word? Condemn? Kind of, I don't know, I was very specific with my potatoes. I would only buy golden potatoes and not buy roasted potatoes when I first got here the first few years. But now, I really start to like roasted potatoes, and I definitely understand why you guys like them. Waxy. Yolk is firm, is slightly darker in the middle. Yes, exactly. Like a pungent orange. Depends on the eggs, like the quality of the eggs, but if that yolk is really pungently orange, always a good sign. It always tastes good. The yolk is still a little liquid. What do you do with the leftover Easter eggs, shuriken? In Germany, I'm so sorry for eating with my mouth full. In Germany, if we have leftover Easter eggs, we usually have like a lot of them left over, and we would eat them for like almost a week after Easter, and we would just color a lot of eggs. But if we had them left over, so Germans eat bread for breakfast, right? Every morning, either bread or bread rolls. So with the eggs, the leftover boiled eggs, we would just have bread rolls, and we cut them open, so like open-faced bread rolls, and then we would chop up the eggs and put them on the bread, and then we would put on some mustard, either some Dijon mustard or the one with the seeds, like the brown mustard, I think that's what it's called here. And then we add some mayonnaise on top of that. Sometimes homemade mayonnaise, it tastes better. but any mayonnaise will work except for Miracle Whip. That's not mayonnaise, that should be illegal. But yeah, mayonnaise and mustard and a little bit of pepper and salt on a bread roll. Yum, that's a perfect breakfast for me. You like red potatoes? Me too. You like potatoes? Me too. I love potatoes. And do you know purple potatoes? They're so good. They have such a interesting aroma. I think I still have some. Oh shoot, I definitely do. I need to make them. I had them in the fridge forever. Almost looks like a heart, doesn't it? But yeah, those are purple potatoes. I cut one open just to show you. I'm gonna use them tomorrow. They're still very firm, so they either sprayed them with formaldehyde, as Americans like to do. Supermarkets. Look at the knife, already purple from just cutting through. Yeah, those are purple potatoes. So as a purple potato fanatic, as a German, I have all kinds of potatoes in my fridge. I have red skinned, I have purple ones, I have white ones, yellow ones, all kinds. But yeah, it's beautiful, especially if you want to make mashed potatoes a little bit more fancy. Throw in 2 purple potatoes and make it pink or slightly purple. It's always an eye catcher. And it just looks good and it tastes a little different, but it's more for the looks, I would say, and for the antioxidants. I do an egg sandwich. They are cool, I agree. Hi Gino, welcome back. Yes, purple potato, Kamal. Do you have them in Nepal? Kamal, what's your favorite dish in Nepal? Like a typical Nepali? Do you say Nepali dish? Sorry if I said that wrong. I think it's Nepali though, but I could be very wrong. That mashed potato hack sounds so fun. I have to try it. It just makes it fancier. It just makes it look like you used some taro or something. So yeah, people always wonder what it is. So just tell them it's the secret, secret ingredient. You can also make that with potato salad. If you want to make purple potato salad, just add a couple purple ones. They usually come in those little bags here, those medley potatoes. So that's perfect for potato salad. Dal rice for Nepali food. Dal rice, okay, nice. What does that contain, Kamal? What's in it? Is it like lentils with rice, or I just know dal from Indian cuisine, but it might be something very different. And just sounds similar. I want to learn some about Nepal. Maybe I have to try to cook some Nepali food next time, Kamal. I'm gonna find a recipe online and then we'll try that. Yeah, so many colors, you're right. We have, I don't know what kind of potatoes you have in Nepal, probably the same, or we got golden, red, purple, and russet. But the russet, I'll show you. Come on. American potato and golden potato. Crazy, isn't it? How big they are. GMO. Or maybe not. Maybe it's natural. I think there's actually some big potatoes out there that don't require GMO. But just thinking about GMO and big things, this is not going to the wrong direction, don't worry. But when I lived in China, I bought a lot of fruit just because the temperatures were pretty high in summer, so I was craving more like fresh stuff and fruit and all. And I remember buying strawberries and cherries from like a food vendor, like a farmer, and the cherries there, let me tell you, they were like this size. My hands are pretty small, so it might be a little bit smaller than you think, but yeah, the cherries were like this size. It was crazy. It was like eating an apple basically, but cherries, which was kind of like a dream come true for me because cherries are my absolute favorite fruit of all times. But having a cherry that was this size was definitely, like I said, a dream come true, but definitely a lot of GMO going in there. And the strawberries in China were the sweetest strawberries you could possibly imagine. They had such a strong strawberry flavor. But the funny part was that they were not even ripe most of the times. They were still like greenish, so it was impossible that they naturally tasted like that. So there was also either GMO, or I heard that some people put sugar into the water, like the strawberry water where they grow, and they would get sweeter that way. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was anything either injected to them, put into the water, or if it was just simply GMO. I think anything is possible. I love to use a mix of those 3 kinds of potatoes when I roast them in the oven. Oh yeah, for sure, that'd be a good idea too. I need to do that. My neighbor across the street just arrived with new Cadillac. Now I feel poor. The grass is always greener, isn't it? You and your princess. You're a team. Don't be disloyal to the princess. She's the real beauty here. The princess is always better than Cadillac. I know someone here that drives a Cadillac too. And I have to admit, I think it's super ugly. But it's just my taste. Those must have been some crazy cherries. Oh yeah, for sure. But like I said, those cherries, I mean, let me tell you, those were some good cherries, but I know they were not very, that's not how nature made them, but I mean, I survived it, so who knows. Maybe food in China is just better and nothing was done to it. Maybe they just really are like that. But yeah, I think my eggs should be done. I'll try 1 egg. You know what the worst thing is? When you take out the eggs, like all of them, and then you put them in cold water, and then you find out that they're all not done, and you have to start the whole process again. Oh. So I'll try this egg first and see if it's good. And then some egg ASMR. Thank you. I just making fun. I'm not trying to judge any ASMR streamers, sorry. Sorry, Marco. Not trying to insult you. But I was scrolling through my shorts earlier when I took a little break, and I don't know. There was just, it kind of made me upset. I just kept scrolling and everything just was, I don't know, nothing that I saw I really liked. So I was like, oh man, YouTube Shorts really turned into something else. It's kind of like TikTok now. So yeah, you guys gotta make more content, please, so I have some more good content to watch. Sitting here and I'm crying. Lamb chops and green beans, and I feel not too much pain, which is good. That's good, I'm glad. It's an improvement, Marco. I need to go for a walk now before I dance around the golden lamb. Chant. Nice. We had a sacrificial lamb. No, it wasn't a sacrificial lamb. Like a welcoming lamb in Mongolia. I think I told you the story already. I was really like a hardcore vegan. Not hardcore vegan, I was a vegan. or eating plant-based, let's say that. I hate saying vegan. It's just so much controversy going in that and so much emotion for people. So I ate plant-based when I was in Mongolia, and they for a welcome gift they picked a lamb, or they wanted me to pick a lamb that has to be cooked later, or that they want to cook later, so, or the next day or something. So I told them I can't pick one, and then, but yeah, they cooked it the next day and they gave it to us as like a gift. And it was super weird. Like, not saying it was weird, I don't want to disrespect their traditions or anything, but yeah, so they cooked the lamb, like roasted it, I guess, and then everything was still on it, like the head, everything, like it looked totally intact. And then they put it on like a pedestal kind of, and they decorated with jewelry. And hey, I said jewelry pretty good, didn't I? As German, that was one of the words I was always struggling with, jewelry. But yeah, they put jewelry on it and kind of like a crown and flowers. So at least they really made it special, you know. So, and I know it had a good life, was running around on the green fields with his friends, but still it was pretty sad. And ugh, I was talking too much, guys. Look at this. Yeah, it's okay. Not perfect, but definitely not perfect. Definitely overcooked, but it's okay. I told you I'm not multitasking. Yeah, I suck terribly at multitasking, so having cooking while talking is probably not the best idea for me, but maybe I'll get better eventually. Thank you, Kamal. It's not perfect, but it's okay. And my egg turned like gray in the corner because I cut it with the potato knife. Because I think it's the starches in the potato that oxidizes, so it turns black. So big, yeah, that's true. And I done boiled eggs, a bummer. You need to make more shuriken jutsu content and get that first tea video out. Yes, please. I would appreciate that, and a lot of other people would appreciate that too, I'm sure. Let's try our food and see how the sauce is with the eggs. So let's get some potatoes. Man, those russet potatoes don't look very beautiful when they're boiled like this. The golden potatoes definitely look nicer. If it's about appearance, it's definitely a big difference, but who cares, right? It's about the taste, and it tastes really good. Thanks so much, Kamal. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We enjoy your company too, Kamal. We're glad that you're here. So thank you for hanging out. I think those eggs look pretty good. That's better than most boiled eggs. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the time, to be honest. I was just, yeah, I didn't look at the time at all. So that was a mistake. But time just flies by when you're doing live streams. Time flies by when you're having fun, right? And it's definitely true. Live streams are crazy, y'all. So whenever I don't know why I keep saying y'all, sorry. To all Americans, I apologize. Me pretending to be from the South, saying y'all. I hope it's not triggering you or annoying. So I'll try to say less. So here we go. Eggs and potatoes. Oh man, I think my sauce cooled off in the meantime, so I'm gonna reheat this real quick. to make it a little bit more liquid again, because flour-based sauces, they get very thick if you let them sit for too long, and if they're not warm. Y'all, it's just a normal word around here. You should never hesitate to use it. Okay, I appreciate that. I used to laugh about the word y'all just because it sounded so funny to me. Not in a disrespectful way at all. It was just very, I was just not used to it. But now, I really like it. I know why you guys say it. It rolls off the tongue, and it's just a cool word. Very handy. So once the sauce is warm again, we'll eat. And you know what? I'm gonna add a little bit more mustard. Why not? I'm gonna add brown mustard, by the way. I get this German mustard here, imported from Germany. It's whole grain mustard. I really like it. It adds a little bit of, I don't know, like a zing to it. Dinner, come on, not breakfast. It's my dinner today. I already ate lunch. I totally forgot what I ate for lunch. That's how bad my memory is. It's so weird that I remember people's names here in the live stream that been in a live stream like weeks ago, but then I can't remember what I just had for lunch. So I think my short-term memory is really bad compared to my more long-term memory. Like, I can tell you the weirdest details or the most minor details about like what someone wore when I first met that person, like what shirt the person was wearing or what color. I remember some weird like that, but then again, like I said, I don't remember what I had for lunch. So I don't know if that's concerning or not, but let's just act like it's not. So I warmed up my sauce. Ta-da! Feet. For all those feet fetish people among you. I'm horrible with names in general. Yeah, I can be. It really depends. If I'm bad with names too. If people just tell me their names and introduce themselves to me, I will 100% forget it. Or I'm so preoccupied with greeting them and all the social aspects of it that I can't really pay attention to their actual name. So yeah, I'm the same. But if I read them here for some reason, because like I said a couple streams ago, I have more like a photogenic or picture memory. So I can remember it because I read the name or read the name before. But if it's just spoken to me, I will not remember it. Tasty. It is really tasty. Come on, I agree. Mustard sauce, yes. The funny part is I never use it. I say you guys. Well, yeah, that's what I did most of the times. Try not to say you guys that much anymore, even though I still do. I always feel like some women get offended by it because it's excluding, even though when you say you guys, you obviously mean everyone. It's just like a slang. But you people sound weird, kind of like unpersonal, so I don't know what the alternative to you guys is. Maybe y'all is the best alternative to it. but not everyone's from the South, so not everyone's gonna say y'all instead of you guys. But I say you guys too all the time, so I get that. What time is it in Nepal, by the way, Kamal? Sorry, I always forget the time difference. Mac has this amazing capacity for remembering facts and jargon. That's cool. Facts and jargon. Yeah, I remember facts a little bit, but never like fully in detail. Like I get very forgetful with that. Thanks, Kamal. Deconstructed potato salad. That's a good point. I never saw it that way. Deconstructed potato salad, yeah. Kind of. That's a good point. Eggs with that mustard sauce is really good. I think that brown mustard definitely gave it some extra flavor. So I recommend using different kinds of mustards. And Dijon mustard can be a little bit bitter, so if you don't like that, I wonder, Dijon mustard has some in it that normal mustard doesn't. And I think, is it champagne or something? The social aspect distract me. Yeah, if I see it written. Same, yeah. The social aspect is too consuming for all my senses that I could use my brain in any other way to remember a name or pay attention to that. You just think about how to greet them, if you should hug them, if you should give them a handshake, or just cheek kisses as we Europeans like to do, but probably not here in America. That would be a little bit awkward, I guess. But yeah, so many things you have to think about when you meet a person and you introduce yourself to them. Folks, Kuwait. Oh yeah, sorry, you're in Kuwait. You work in Kuwait, you're right. Sorry, come on. Oh wow, 2 a.m. already, almost. Do you work night shift, Kamal? Or are you just a night owl? You folks, yeah, that's a good one. I try to say people, and like I said, I feel like it's kind of impersonal. It's definitely a very hearty dish, so I'm glad I made it. And thanks, Shuriken, for that new perspective you gave me on this dish. It is like a deconstructed potato salad. That is a very interesting view on it. And that's why I love having so many different perspectives on things here in the live stream. For me as a German, that was just always a normal dish, but you as an American just see it with different eyes. And I know you guys have a lot of deconstructed peanut butter and jelly toast. I had that the other day, like a French toast that was deconstructed. Thank you, Kamal. By the way, peanut butter and jelly, or just peanut butter, or just jelly, or both? I personally think peanut butter and jelly is one of the weirdest combos ever. And I don't know, I'm not a fan of something that has fruit in it with something like chocolate or peanut butter. I like to keep that separate, but then again, who cares? There was a big chunk of potato. Roasted potatoes definitely get very like dry or grainy. So definitely need some water with that. Earlier, by the way, I made some roasted peppers and roasted eggplant, and I will turn that into a Mediterranean dip. So I will chop up the eggplant and the peppers, add some olive oil to it, some salt and pepper, and some smoked paprika, and what else? Cumin maybe, and onion. So I can use up that half onion, and some tahini sauce, I think. Imported tahini. Don't mind the brand, it's not an advertisement. It could be any tahini, but I like that this is glass. Mediterranean dip, yes. And then I want to make some flatbread. I want to bake some flatbread tomorrow morning, so it comes fresh out of the oven, and then I have that dip, you know, for breakfast, and maybe make some homemade hummus as well. And I also use tahini for the hummus, and it comes from Greece, I think. And the ingredients of tahini is literally just roasted sesame seeds and nothing else. Oh yeah, product of Greece, it says down here. So that's really cool. Mediterranean dip. You know, I never got around to making my porcelain salsa. Oh, you never made it? Porcelain salsa. You need to share your salsa recipe, and if you don't want to do it on your shuriken channel, you need to post it on Mac's channel. Or you don't need to, but I think we would all enjoy it if you did. You get the same brand of tahini, nice. Yeah, they have a lot of things. I think they do olives, I think even capers, tahini, and they also have this brand. It's like, this is, I could read it, but I want to remember it. Tunisia. I think they have a lot of stuff from Tunisia and Morocco. This is Morocco. But yeah, this brand has a lot of Tunisian and Moroccan products. I think I found it at Publix. They have a lot of European stuff there. And I think Walmart has it too. Tahini sauce, I got some cooking books, and like recipe books from the library. And I just like to watch pictures, because I think most of you know that I worked as a recipe creator myself and as a food photographer. So I really enjoy watching recipe books or looking into them to see what other people do, how they style the food, and just I don't know, I just loved it. I always loved getting recipe books just for the pictures, even as a kid or teenager. And I got some Israelian, that sounds weird, Israel cookbooks. And they use tahini almost in every single recipe, so I'm trying to find more recipes to use up my tahini, because I had that for a while, so I want to get rid of it and get a fresh one. So yeah, probably gonna be a lot of hummus for me, and I'll try to make some homemade flatbread. I should do that after years and years of trying to figure it out. I finally talked to a really Mexican lady who told me how to make great salsa. Nice, that's cool. Yeah, they know best, for sure. Don't eat rice, Rika, lunch or dinner, right? I do eat rice, Kamal. I actually eat a lot of rice. I'm trying to eat a little bit less rice, because I used to eat rice almost every single day. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. Rice and potatoes was usually my go-to on a daily basis. How about yourself? Do you eat a lot of rice, Kamal? And talking about Mexican ladies, when I stayed in Mexico by myself, I was renting this Airbnb, and it was just a bedroom in this cute little family's house. So it was like an older couple. They were like my dad's age, and they just took me in like a family member. They were so sweet and so cute. So I had the best time with them. They were very like warm people, and yeah, I still remember them. Those potatoes are so dry. But yeah, that lady, she was a great chef, and she cooked everything from scratch, and that was my first encounter with Mexican kitchen ever, because we don't really eat that in Germany, or we don't have many restaurants. So she showed me a lot of her recipes, how she does it, Mexican food, and that was definitely a blessing. I was very happy that I encountered her, or that I was staying with them. So yeah, that was a great insight into just this Mexican family's life and their cuisine and their lifestyle and their thoughts and all that, just their kind-heartedness, and it's just amazing to see how welcoming they were. I know it sounds weird, but I really like making nice looking food and then photographing it. Same way with the tea. Oh, you're definitely a good photographer. I always think that when I see the composition of your photos, you definitely look like you've been doing that for a while. And the most important part is that you have fun with it. So that's great. As a food photographer, I definitely had those moments where I didn't really enjoy it anymore because it was just work, you know. So I was always photographing my food too, like my own food, you know, like privately, like the ones that I made for myself and not for work. But after working in that field for so long, I kind of stopped doing it just because it just reminded me so much of work, which is really sad because I enjoyed doing that too. But that's awesome that you love making nice looking food, because in Germany we say the eye eats first. So we start eating with our eyes before we put it in our mouth. So I think it's good to make food good looking. I sometimes don't care about if it looks good, but if I have people over, I definitely try to make it look a little bit appealing. What an awesome experience. There's nothing like learning how to make ethnic food from someone who has been making it their whole life. For sure. Yeah, I agree. It's always good to learn it directly from the source, so to say, and especially from older ladies. They just got a lot of experience and passion for it. You got burnt out on food photography. Yeah, I would say a little bit. Yeah, I don't really have the need anymore all the time to photograph my food. Like I really love to do that. But thanks for the hearts. Hi, Z. I'm just gonna call you Z, if that's okay. But yeah, a little bit. I think anything that turns into your work takes away a little bit from the initial passion. But I don't know, maybe we'll come back, and who knows. It's also cool to make your, thank you, Z. Welcome to the fam. I'm glad you're here. And yeah, I think it will come back, and it's still cool to be able to incorporate that cooking thing and photography and filming into YouTube and my hobby, and maybe one day it'll be like a kind of like a job, but I hope not. So I hope it'll just stay small, or I'll stay a small channel, so it's just gonna be my hobby, so I don't lose the passion for it, because it can be a double-edged sword. It's cool to make like a passive income from something like that you enjoy, but yeah, I'm scared it will turn into something I won't enjoy anymore, you know. It's kind of like when I only volunteered for the nonprofit that I work for now. So I initially started out volunteering for them a couple hours, and now that it's my job and I'm getting paid for it, not much, but still money is part of it. It kind of turned into something different, you know. It's work now. It's not just purely coming from my heart. It still does, but as soon as money is in the game, things kind of change. Wouldn't you agree? Thank you, Zgaf. Should I call you Zgaf? That's weird. Z. If you have a name, you can tell me your name and I'll call you by your name. I like to call people by their names. Although Shuriken, I usually say Shuriken too, but at least I know your name. I don't know if you want to stay more anonymous. That's why I usually say Shuriken, you know. So trying to be considerate with everyone here. From the source is the way to go, like learning how to prepare Moroccan mint tea from your Moroccan friend. Oh yeah, for sure, I believe that. That must have been a really cool experience. I love mint. By the way, you just reminded me. Remind, I always mix those two up, by the way. I have a few English words that I always mix up. I had a big trouble with do and make for some reason, even though I know the rules, I know when to say what, but sometimes it just comes out, the wrong word comes out first. Same with remind and remember. Anyways, you reminded me of that historical place that I work at, that historical settlement where I dress up as that 1800s, or girl from the 1800s. They have like an herb garden, and it is amazing. They have so many herbs there. So they have a big thing of mint. So I think next time I might get some mint for myself and take it home. Just because they have so much, they are not gonna use all of it. And it's growing like crazy because mint is kind of like an invasive plant, so it will just grow everywhere, like a weed. But yeah, I think I'm gonna grab myself some mint and make some mint tea at home. So if you have any tips for that, Shuriken, I'll highly appreciate it. There's a video? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, Kamal. I appreciate that too. Oh man, I missed live streaming. Even though I've only been gone for 3 days, I think. I was like, oh man, I gotta reconnect with my friends here. So I was very happy to come back on live, and I'm glad that you guys are here too, hanging out with me. And I hope you're gonna enjoy some good food yourself. I'll definitely check out that mint tea video, Shuriken. Thank you for tagging me, as usual. I really enjoy M's channel. There's so much going on with the cats and all kind of different things. So I'm glad you both got a channel. And I think I'm gonna go feed the stray cats now. And before it gets dark outside and the rain might start again. Did you get any rain, by the way, in Georgia, or anyone else in the chat that's from America? We got a lot of rain last night, so it just poured down like crazy, and there was so much. Ryan Hall was online all night, so I was like, oh man, I hope nothing's gonna come over to Tennessee. And it just missed us by like a couple miles, so it just went straight above us, luckily, so we didn't get any bad storms, just a little bit of lightning and rain. We were playing. Can I come with? Oh, for walking, Oscar? Sure. You can come with if you want to. We were playing with the camping stove in the video. Spilled a bunch of water. Please have fun with that video. Okay, I will. That sounds good. Sounds authentic. And not staged. That's good. It happens to all of us, right? We haven't had any rain in a few days. Okay. Maybe, yeah, I think it was north. I think it was mainly west and north of Tennessee, so I just missed you. Which is good for you, but probably bad for the planes if you had, or if you're having a drought. In Ohio, or Marco would call it a drought in Ohio if it hasn't rained for like 2 hours or so. I just think that's funny. Poor guy gets so much rain up there. But yeah, I'm gonna pack my stuff and I'm gonna put all the stuff into containers to keep it fresh. And then my husband, when he's done with his nap, he can eat the rest. Hi Pink, how you doing? I just cooked my eggs, potatoes, and mustard sauce. A very old school, cheap recipe, or it used to be cheap, not anymore. Or not here in America with those egg prices. But it's a very cheap, we call it a peasant dish. I'm not talking bad about peasants, but we use that word peasant quite often in German language. So we call it a peasant dish. I believe that the bad weather was yeah, in the west and north, so Illinois probably got hit a lot. You're very right, Pink. If you add an egg, it's not gonna be cheap. Yes, it's the same with we make that joke in Germany a lot. Printer colors, like the tint that goes into printer, is worth more than gold. And same with eggs now. So, oh, do you hear that bird? That's beautiful. The bird is right at the window. The cat is going crazy. You heard that? Oh, nice. I never know if my phone can capture all the sounds, but it's good. I saw 2 doves today. It made me really sad. So I tried to help out a little bit. Oh, you heard it too? Nice. There was 2 doves. One was a baby, or like a tiny little dove. It was not very big yet, or not matured enough. So it couldn't fly, right? So I was sitting on the ground, like this tiny little dove, just like this. I was like, oh. So it maybe fell out of his nest and couldn't get back on. So this baby dove was sitting on the ground, right? Or a teenage dove probably. And then the mom or dad was sitting next to her, just like a meter or 2 meters away from it, just to protect it and make sure no one's stepping on her or him. So whenever I came closer with Oscar, the dove would walk towards me to kind of shoo me away. And I felt really bad, but there's nothing I could do. I tried to catch the baby dove, to put it in a box, just to keep it safe, but it would just run away from me and like hop away and kind of make like a little bit of an attempt to fly. So there's no way I could catch it, but I put a little like a shoe box, like a cardboard box, next to the place where it was sitting, so maybe it can, and I made a hole in it, but it's just a small one so cats couldn't get in, so maybe the dove can sleep in there at least. So I hope it will be there tomorrow. I was so terrible about things like that, but there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. In Greek. Moin moin. Moin Ali. You already know the German slang, moin moin. That's what people say in Germany in the north. So that means it's like morning. So people say moin or moin moin in North Germany. So whenever someone says moin to you, instead of morgen. It means they're from the north, or you can tell that they're from the north. I mean, anyone can really say it, but it's usually people from Hamburg or the North Sea. How are you doing, Ali? Everything good back home? Hi, Fanny. Welcome. I hope you had a good Easter too. We had a very chill Easter. It was very, although actually it was pretty busy, but also chill at the same time. So it was half and half, I'd say. But all in all, very enjoyable. Gut, danke. Nice, speaking German right here. I see you're learning, Ali. Birds are cool creatures. A wren once made its nest in our garage, and one of the babies kept falling out. Aww. It would run into your hand. Oh, that's cute. It almost made my heart skip right now. I just can't. Animal stories are always so sweet. Funny. Did my postcard ever get to you? Also, shuriken. The Easter egg hunt finale post is already out. Just a little hint. Yeah, Fanny, I hope you had a good Easter. And Pink too, and I hope you didn't get hit by the storms, Pink. I hope you didn't get the crazy weather in Carolinas. Thumbs up, Ali. Very good. I'm here for you if you need to practice. So feel free to use me as a German practice. Always here to help. Normal Easter, not bad. Weather is better. Increase the outside time. Yay, that's good. Get some vitamin D on that skin. Although you just got back from Cancun, so I'm not too worried about it. So you just had all the good weather. It sounds good though, that you had a normal Easter. Better than not normal. Sometimes it's good to just have a normal day or a normal weekend and nothing crazy happening. So at least it's not bad. That's my opinion. So I like my normal days. It would run into your hand and put it back into the nest. It was able to fly off. Yay! That's a great story. Happy end. How cute. That's great. Thanks for the heartwarming story, Shuriken. I needed that after my sad bird encounter today. Although not really sad, but just a little, I don't know, just helpless. Of course, Ali. I was here. Your German friend is willing to help. Don't worry. We'll get you to Germany. You can take my spot in Germany, Ali. Since I'm in America, I'll just trade you in. I'll be like, here, you can have my residency. I wish that would work, but I know it doesn't. Eckhart. I know post doesn't really get shown in the feed sometimes. So yeah, if you go to my community post, there's a little post about the finale. I'm just saying. You have not received the card yet? Oh man. I don't know. I'm not very hopeful, Funny, that I will make it. But you know what? I'll make you a second one. I'll have time for that. Don't you worry. You will get your card. You deserve it. And it really isn't a big deal. So I'll make you a new one. And I'll send it out when I find out who the winner is. No one has won it yet. Like I said, those community posts they don't get sent out to many people in the beginning. Sometimes I have likes on a community post, like 4 or 3 likes on a community post for like the first day or 2, and then suddenly like 5 days later, a week later, I have like 25 likes on them. So I think community posts are very, very non-prioritized in YouTube on people's feeds. So yeah, it's very likely that people don't see community posts. That's why I didn't stop the game yesterday, because I knew that's gonna happen. So I made sure to announce it a couple times before I end the game. But yeah, once I send out the Easter egg hunt gift, I will send out the card, funny, the second card. And sad encounter, it wasn't really sad, it was just, I just didn't know what to do when I found that baby dove on the ground with its mom or dad. And I couldn't really fly, but I couldn't catch it to put it in a box, so I just built it a little emergency shelter that it could use in case it's raining or there will be cats or something. So I hope it will keep it a little bit safer, and maybe it will use it, but probably not. But yeah, I'm excited to see who's gonna win the Easter egg hunt. I know a few people participated, but I know it's a little tricky to find a good moment to post because so many people are from different countries here, different time zones. We had UK participating, then you, and we had Germany, I think, and even states have different time zones in America. So, and in India we have a lot of people from India. So it doesn't make it very easy to find a good time to make it fair for everyone. So yeah, unfortunate. Well, the questions are in the community post. I didn't want to be one of those annoying YouTubers, although I don't consider myself as a YouTuber, annoying people. Let's leave it there. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm just a person. But I don't want to be one of those that tells you to watch an entire live stream to figure out what I said, because some people just don't have time to watch a live stream, right? And I don't want to make it, I don't want to force anyone to rewatch anything or watch a whole video or live stream if they don't want to. Like, I'm happy if you guys enjoy my live streams or my videos, and if you want to watch them voluntarily, but not just with the purpose of winning something, and that would just feel very weird to me. So I posted the questions into a community post, and then I gave you a timestamp. So it's kind of like a hunt, like you have to look for the video with a certain symbol, and then I give you a timestamp with it, and then a question related to that video. And you don't have to watch the whole video, it's right there where the timestamp is, just to make it a little bit simpler and not steal away your time if you guys don't want to watch the whole video, obviously. You know, I spontaneously came up with a Marco Star song about the egg hunt. You know the song, Hallelujah. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. Yes, I know. Maybe next month I have interview in the embassy, so I'm excited. You have a very good feeling? Yay! Keeping my thumbs pressed, Ali. This is a German thing to say, so if you want to wish people luck, you don't say fingers crossed. In Germany we say thumbs pressed, Daumen gedrückt, oder ich drücke dir die Daumen. I wish you luck. I love that song. Jeff Buckley, yes. You sing it in your video? Oh yeah, you like to sing, you said. For some reason I have not seen a singing video of yours on your channel, funny. The song is coming, 2 verses, okay. Yeah, Marco's a pro with making up songs and poetry and all that. I like to write some verses to a poetry, but not song verses, but more like poems, I guess, or just like, I don't know. I heard there was a secret phrase that Army hid in the Easter maze, but you don't really care for puzzles, do ya? That's good. That's cute. I have to screenshot that. Thanks, Shuriken. You're a poet too. Also creative here. I love that. It goes like this, the cat fairy. A button flag exclaiming hallelujah. I guess someone won the Easter egg hunt. Yay! Congratulations, Shuriken. Unless someone posted that answer into a video or under a video and I haven't seen it because I'm live streaming and I didn't get a notification on my phone or I couldn't see it, I guess we have a winner and I could just announce it in one go, which is cool. 2:30 a.m. Seeing live, give me hope, everybody enjoy your videos. Thank you so much, Ali. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's all I want to hear. I'm kidding. No, I'm just glad you enjoy it and just watch it if you enjoy it. Never feel forced. Never watch me because you feel obliged to watch me because you're a moderator or anything. If you're having a bad day or you just want to chill, be by yourself, never feel forced to hop on to my live streams. But I'm always happy to see you, of course. Just came to me in like 2 minutes. That's great. That's good. But yeah, congratulations, Rika. Clap, clap, clap. Can I get some, what are those emojis? Those like explosive emojis, those firework, or I don't even know what it is, but everyone does that when there's like a celebration or something. But yeah, very cool, Shuriken. So Funny won the first quiz here on this channel. He won the Florida postcard that I have to resend because it never made it to Ohio. I guess things get lost in Ohio, as Marco says, so I guess we got some proof here. So we'll see what the second Ohio delivery is gonna do or where it's gonna end up. So maybe I'll send it over to you with a hot air balloon, Funny, or like one of those helium balloons from the store. Maybe the chances are higher that it will make it this time, because usually the bad weather starts here and then it goes over to Ohio, so who knows. Yay, they're all coming in. Congrats, congrats. These are for you, Shuriken. But yeah, I'll send the postcard again and I'll send the little Easter gift that you won, Shuriken, in one go. So I'll send it out at the same time and go to the post office on my free day or so. Probably Friday, my day off. So I think Friday I'll send it out. So I might, like the postcard will probably be there by Saturday. No, not true. Not in America. America is bigger than Germany. You'll get it eventually. But yeah, I'm happy. That's so cool. I love playing games. That's so satisfying, and I love making little gifts or little like notes and stuff. So that's it's a win-win because I love making it and I hope you'll enjoy receiving it. So, you know, win-win, I guess. I hope you like it. If not, like I said in my live stream, just give it to someone else, or I don't know. I hope you can find some use for it. And I want to wait to see who will win it because, like I said, I want to make it adapted to the person that wins, so I kind of know what the person would maybe like. So yeah, I definitely have something on my mind already. It's a really clever game, Rika. Yay, I'm glad. Thank you. Yeah, I tried to make it not too complicated, even though the rules were kind of tricky in the beginning, and I hate game rules. Aren't game rules the worst? Like, the easiest game is always hard to understand because game rules just suck. Like, they're just so hard to understand when you're not playing the game, learning it. So I'm glad you guys got it, and it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad you think it was clever. At least it wasn't too simple, I hope. So you're a nature person with no fake faces. That's why I enjoy your stream. Aw, thank you, Ali. I appreciate that. That is a very nice compliment. I appreciate that. You guys always make my heart feel warm after a stream. Even when we have trolls sometimes, I always leave the stream with a warm feeling and a positive feeling. So thank you all for that. So you guys definitely deserve a little giveaway once in a while, and I'm trying to do those little competitions maybe every couple months or so, you know, for like special occasions. Definitely not all the time to keep it special, but for special occasions I think it will be fun. And yeah, all right. Do you guys have any plans for tonight? And Ali, you're probably gonna go to bed because it's late already, so I appreciate you sticking around, Ali, and spending time with us. The way you set the game up was ingenious. People can post their answers in random places so everyone playing can see them. Kept up a suspense. I tried to, because I knew if I made them posted. So I started the game with no concrete plan where I'm trying to go, like how many answers, how the end will be or how the finale will be, if I'm gonna make you like write a poem with the words. Honestly, this is really funny, by the way, Shuriken, that you did that, because my original idea was to make the competitors write one funny sentence with it, or a little poem, or integrate it into just like a sentence or a little verse, so that you just did that without me asking to, because I thought it was way too much to ask for, and I didn't want to like have any like high expectations into people's creativity or anything like that. But that you just did that, coming up with a song on like lyrics, that's ingenious yourself. So I'm very happy that you won it, and you definitely deserve it. And I'm glad I could keep a little suspense and have people answer stuff in different places. And the first one when I said right that Oscar was here, I just wanted to see who is participating. So if I need to give some clues away, or if people are even participating at all. So I just want to see who's participating or not, and if I need to explain it a little bit better, and seeing if people understood it or not. No interesting plans for the night, which is cool with us. Really, yesterday was hectic. Oh yeah, Easter. Yeah, we were at friends' houses, like 2 different places, 2 different friends. So it wasn't hectic, but definitely just a full day. So yeah, I'm glad you can just have a laid back day today with Meg and just enjoy a relaxed evening, which is the best thing ever in my opinion. I just love having relaxed evenings without anything to do, honestly. We did some mulching. My back hurts now. It's the black shredded wood stuff with charcoal to make things look pretty. Oh yeah, it makes it look more neat and organized and keep the weeds out, I guess. My wife does not let me order that new Cadillac. I'm sorry, Marco. Just tell her she'll get an automatic vacuum cleaner if you can order the Cadillac. I don't know if that's a good trade-off. Probably not. It's kind of a little bit of a price difference right there. But thanks. Good night for you and rest of us in the stream. Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht, Ali. Schlaf gut. bis zum nächsten Mal, bis später. See you next time. Good night. And thank you for hanging out. Always happy to see you here, Ali. Good night to your family too. When you said the YouTube Shorts quality went down, it's maybe our quality went up on mainstream. That is a very good perspective, Marco. I like your guys' brains or the way you think. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's also me just getting older and not using social media anymore. Because, yeah, I stopped using social media, so when I was still using it, I was probably more desensitized to normal, those kind of useless shorts, or those like dancing clips and whatever, where everyone uses the same popular song just to get more views on it. And you know the feeling when you're just scrolling and you hear the same song starting all over at the same spot because it's like a trending song? It just makes my brain go sleep. I don't know, I just don't enjoy it anymore. So I was almost at that point where I almost threw my phone at the wall. I was like, what am I even doing here? Why am I staring at those shorts that I don't like? You know, just senseless stuff. So I just rather have a conversation or watch like a long format video with like a storyline or a person that I actually like. So I'm trying to not watch shorts of random people anymore, but just people that I really like and follow. So yeah, probably not shorts. No shorts for me anymore on my random feed. Just the one where you can see stuff from the people that you actually follow. If that makes sense. Cheers, Ali. Every second video on my feed is with some kitty cats. Never get old, I guess. Yeah, I don't mind the cat videos. I think they're usually entertaining, but same with those. They just all use the same popular song, and it's, I don't know, it's driving me insane. I'm just hearing the same song starting all over again every 3 seconds. So we will make a nice live Saturday, okay? Sounds good. Roger that. Will behave myself somewhat. I mean, your streams are entertaining. I don't think you need to, you know, restrict yourself unless you don't want it to get deleted, and you maybe should a little bit. But yeah, I think everyone's enjoying your streams. We're all looking forward to it. And do you know what time approximately when you're gonna stream? I don't even know where I'm gonna be Saturday. We were all talking about going to Nashville, like into the city. So maybe I can try to take y'all with me to Nashville. Nashville, not honky tonk, but just I don't even know what we're gonna do. We just felt like getting out of the countryside and going to the city for a little bit. Just mingle with people. Not in a weird way, just you know, socializing. Not only this, not only that, just some relaxed chat. 4 or 5, okay. So 3 or 4 here. Okay, if I'm not here, I hope Shuriken or Danny will be there. Hi Shuriken, I just said your name when you came back. We're talking about Marco's stream on Saturday because I will be probably in Nashville or eventually camping. So because the week later will be the Renaissance Festival, which I'm very excited for. So I'll definitely take you guys with me to the Renaissance Festival, and we're gonna dress up. How cool is that? I'm so excited. I've never dressed up as an adult, except for that job, like the 1800th century kind of dress. But I'm excited to dress up, and I need you guys' opinion. So I will probably do a little like voting in my community post in a couple days where you guys can vote what I should dress up as, like I can say a fairy or like a ranger or some pirate lady, something like that, something medieval or Renaissance Festival kind of thing. I know Shuriken, you're a pro with that kind of stuff. So I think Colton is gonna wear some like sailor outfit, and then we have a friend that's wearing a kilt, and the other one doesn't know yet. So I hope Ashley's gonna come back eventually. I haven't heard from her in a while, and I know she lives close to the Renaissance Festival. So next time she's on here, I'm gonna ask her if she wants to join us, because she said she's never been. So maybe if we give her a good reason to come, she'll be there too. That would be fun. When more than 40 people are in it, it gets too demanding. Yeah, you have a lot of people in your live streams. That's really good, but it's also overwhelming, which I would be overwhelmed at least. I can't, because I'm someone that I want to read every single message, right? I usually scroll back, so I think if I was in your stream, I would probably go insane. Just moderating it is already tricky. Las Vegas, yeah, sounds fun. Imagine I'll be able to keep an eye on Marco's chat. Nice. I mean, I will try to be there and just help out. I might not participate much, but I'll try to be there at least for a little bit, so we can take shifts, or you know, I can help out. If both of you are not here, we just let it run wild. That's okay too. Yeah, I would hate that for you, Marco, just in case, you know, we never know what kind of people show up. But I think Danny is pretty active in your streams at the moment, so I think Danny will probably be there if it's like a good time for the Netherlands and not too late. He's usually a night owl, I think. That wasn't a burp. That was just in my throat. You know those kind of silent burps, just like some air creeping up. Sounds like a frog. Talking about frogs. I was at my friend's place yesterday, and they have a big pond, and there were so many tadpoles in it. They have so many frogs. They have like a bullfrog and little frogs, and so there were tadpoles in it. They were like this itty bitties, and they were like bigger ones, and then they had froglets. So froglets, for if you don't know, they're like large tadpoles like this long, and they have legs, like 4 legs, and it's so cute. And they just chased little mini tadpoles in the pond, and they ate their siblings, so to say. And kind of cruel, but I mean, yeah. And they were really big, so they looked like water salamanders. Super cute. So many frogs. For some reason I just love frogs. And I was so sad when they told me that they have to, or they will have someone come over this week to clean the pond. So they will drain all the water and clean the rocks and everything. So I guess I will not see those frogs mature, which is really sad. I killed, you said? Yes. All will be good. That's a good motto to live by, Marco. That's awesome. There's a picture in my post section where I'm wearing a kilt, a tartan, a Lovecraft. Oh, Lovecraft. No, I have not seen it. I have to check it out. Keep an eye on Marco, an eye on the stream, sure I can. Both, probably. And I can tell that Danny's internet is faster than mine. I'm just the second line of defense. I'm the third line, so I'm the least valuable moderator. So it's good that you guys will probably be there, and I'll be the one missing out eventually. We have tons of frogs behind our house. So cute. I love the sounds they make. It's so calming. I love sleeping at their house for sleepovers because the pond is outside the window, so you can hear all those sounds in the evening. Keep an eye on everyone, Marco. Yes, even Marco. There's a stream in the lake. Oh, nice. Yeah, they like those little streams or ponds. They're so cute. But yeah, very sad that those tadpoles will not make it, probably. Also, we haven't fed the stray cats in a while in the live stream. We have to do that. I saw all the cats this morning, or some of them. So just giving you an update. I think they're all doing good, and they were just chilling and sleeping. So the second line of defense when you're not there. I'm definitely the last line of defense, so, and I'm not upset about that, or I'm not taking pride in being the first one in defense. I know that Danny is, I was telling him he's like a pro moderator, and you're a pro moderator too, Shuriken. Danny is just super fast, as you said. He's just, it's almost like that's his profession. Some are really loud. Oh yeah, they're definitely loud. I know there's nothing better than listening to nature sounds or like animals, in my opinion, to fall asleep. I just think it's very calming. If you scroll down my post, you'll find it pretty easy. It's a cool old picture with nature in the background. Okay, nice. I'll check it out. Thank you. Always good to have some inspiration. And yeah, I'll definitely scroll through some pictures and inspirations for my own costume. One motto I'll have, it has to be cheap or affordable, nothing fancy. I'm not going to spend like $200 on anything, even though it would probably be better to have something long lasting. But I don't know if I'm going to dress up ever again after that, so we'll see. Probably going to be around like $50 or so just like a dress or something, nothing fancy. But I don't know what vibe I'm gonna go for, if it's gonna be more like fantasy with the elf ears. I think I'm kind of like, I have a good elf ear base, because I think it's like, it would look good to have elf ears. So maybe I'll go a little bit into the fairy direction. And one positive aspect about that would be that I can wear something very light and kind of floaty, because it's probably going to be very warm knowing Tennessee in May. Danny is a tight firewall. He would even put me on a time. Yes, Danny is the boss. Making costumes on the cheap often results in the coolest costumes. Well, yeah, you're right. Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just order some random stuff and put it together, you know, just things that I can wear on a normal base too, if I don't combine it in a certain way. So I guess we'll find out, but I'll have you guys vote for something. I think that would be fun to have you decide with me, and it takes away the decision making, because I hate decisions and I'm the worst with making decisions. So I love the community tab, or the voting mechanism of the community posts. We'll have over 200 new sounds. You and your sounds, that is fun. Okay, I'm excited. Those shorts that you make are hilarious, by the way, like with the soundboard and how you're like acting like you're making the sounds, like the Listerine one cracked me up. That was pretty good. So you're definitely a creative noodle, Marco. I know you come up with something neat. I hope so. I'm looking forward to that new soundboard. Me too. Scared, but I'm looking forward to it. I think that's a good way to describe Marco's live streams. I always never know what's gonna happen, like your motto. All is good and you never know what's gonna happen. I think those are both your mottos, at least from what I hear from you. But yeah, guys, I love that plant, by the way. I'll go feed the kitty catties before it's getting dark, and I don't want to keep you guys here for so long. I'm sure you got your things to do too, and if you need something heartwarming to watch tonight, even I'm still torn about it. I still don't know if I should see it more critical. Watch Love on the Spectrum America. It just came out, the new season. It is really heartwarming. It's like a comfy blanket, that show, and it's really entertaining and cute, and no drama, but just a good feels. So highly recommend. And yeah, if you watch it, please let me know, and next time in a live stream I want to talk about it. So I would love for you to watch it, maybe just an episode or so. I want to hear you guys' opinion on it, to see if you see it more critical than I do. I will say hello to the kitties for sure. To Frostikins, I will. To your godchild. Anything can happen anytime for no apparent reason. That's the motto. Yes. Unhinged streams are something else. I agree. I love them too. Alright, guys. Marco. Okay, that's good that we're here, Marco, to keep you from doing something like that. I wish you all a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, Z, for hanging out and cooking with me. And welcome to the chat, or to the community, or the fam, as I like to say. And yes, please listen to Shuriken Sun, Marco. That's a very good advice. That goes for everyone. Never steal anything from anyone, especially not your neighbor, because they will probably find out pretty fast. So, okay. On that note, with that great advice, I'll say good night to you and enjoy the rest of your evening. Watch Love in the Spectrum, maybe if you have nothing better to do. And I'll see you next time. And congratulations to you again, Ryan. Yay! Bye, y'all. Good night.